first video that we're going to do today, the first exercise, is verifying that these two are inverses of each other. Now, what does it mean for a matrix to be the inverse of another matrix? It means that when you multiply them together, you get the identity matrix. So let's see if we get the identity matrix if we multiply A and B together. A right here is going to be 1, 1/2, 2, and 3/2. And then we have our B matrix right here, which is 3, -1, -4. Excuse me, I'm a little sick today. And 2. Okay, so the way I like to do matrix multiplication is think, hey, I have to multiply this guy by this whole column. And so I write it like this: 3 times the vector 1, 2 minus 4 times the vector 1/2 and 3/2. Okay, so that takes care of our first column of the resulting matrix, because remember, this is a 2 by 2. This is a 2 by 2. So this tells us, because they have the same internal dimensions, this tells us that we can do the operation, and the outside tells us the size of the resulting matrix. So we know we need to have 2 rows and 2 columns. This is just one column once you do the whole, all of the operations. So now we look at the second column, and now we look at this guy. And we're going to say -1 times, oh, that was a little crooked, times 1, 2, this vector right here. And then we have 2 plus 2 times the second vector, which is 1/2 and 3/2. And we close this as well. And this is all going to be what? This is all going to be equal to, and this is all a matrix at this point. This is going to be 3 times 1 minus 4 times 1/2. So that's going to be 3 minus 2, which is just going to be 1. And then it's going to be 3 times 2, which is 6, minus 4 times 3/2, which is equal to negative, which is equal to 6. So 6 minus 6, that's going to give us a 0. And then we're going to go to this. We're going to say -1 times 1, that's just -1, plus 2 times 1/2 is 1. So -1 plus 1, that's going to be equal to 0. And then we have -2 plus 3, which is going to be equal to, so that was supposed to be here, right? -1 plus 1. And then the bottom is -1 times 2, which is -2, plus 3, which is 1. We get the identity matrix, a 2 by 2 with the diagonal that is all 1s and all the other entries that are 0. This is our identity matrix, which means that B is equal to the inverse of A. Or you can say that A is equal to the inverse of B. They're inverses of each other. Okay, see you next time.